Hey first grade, it's Miss Ellis again. I hope you all had a chance to watch the video yesterday about fact families. We're going to be using those today to learn something a little bit different. Before we get started, we're going to start with a warm-up using base 10 blocks. All right, here is the first problem. I want you to write the number either on a piece of paper or you can just say it out loud. The answer is 12. 10, 11, 12. If you said 12, nice job. All right, the next one. All right, the answer for this one is 15. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You'll notice I put them in rows of 5 because then I can just count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. All right, the next one. All right, you have an answer? This one is 33. We have 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. All right, we have 2 more to go. All right, the answer here, 40. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I could count this really fast if I could count by 10s and 5s. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. All right, one last one to go. And this is probably the hardest one yet. Make sure to pause the video so you can have a chance to solve this before I tell you what the answer is. The answer to this one, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. 82 is the answer. Nice job with these. So today we're going to be going from the fact family, which we looked at yesterday, to putting it on a fact triangle like this. So this should look kind of familiar from yesterday's video. I have drawn a domino up here. So take a look at it and see if you can predict what the 3 numbers are in this fact family. So the first number is right there, 3. So I'm going to write 3 on that first line. Remember, fact families have 3 numbers, but 4 different number models will make. So we have a 3, and then we're going to get the number from this side of the domino, which is 5. So now we have 2 numbers. That third number is going to be these numbers added together. So that is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have my 3 numbers for my fact family. Now I need to plug them into these number models to make 2 adding problems and 2 subtraction problems. So for my adding problems, I'm going to start with my littler numbers, 5 plus 3. And 5 plus 3, I can either solve that, or I can look up here and see which number have I not used yet. 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. And my next adding problem is going to be 3 plus 5 equals 8. See the difference there? So now for my takeaway problems down below, I need to use the biggest number from my fact family to start with. So you need the most amount of things to start with if you're going to be taking some away. So I'm going to start with 8. I'll take away 3. And to solve 8, take away 3, I could count back. 8, 7, 6, 5. 5. Or I could have just seen that of my numbers in my fact family, I'd used my 8 and my 3 so far, and I hadn't used my 5 yet. And the other takeaway problem is 8. Take away 5 is 3. And I'm going to check to make sure they're all correct. All those number models should make sense. Yep, we're good. Time to put the fact family into the fact triangle. So the fact triangle looks like this. It has a dot at the top of the triangle, and that's what shows you which part is the top. Because if it was like this or like this, you might get confused. So the dot shows you where the top of the triangle is. And the top of the triangle is going to be where you write the biggest number in your fact family. So in my fact family, what's the biggest number? And I don't mean big that way. I mean, what's the greatest number? 8. So I'm going to put the 8 at the top of my fact triangle. So I have my 8 at the top. Now I still need to put my 5 and my 3 each in a corner. And it doesn't matter if I put my 5 in this corner or this corner. As long as I have my 5 and my 3 on there, it will be okay. So I'm going to put 5 and 3 in the corners. And this is the completed fact triangle. So now that you've seen the fact triangle, we're going to take it the other way. We're going to start with a fact triangle and figure out the number models for the fact family from that fact triangle. So in this fact triangle, the largest number is at the top where the dot is. So the largest number is 9. And then the other two numbers are 5 and 4. So the first thing we need to do is think of our first adding problem. And I'll give you a hint. In the adding problems, the answers are always the biggest number. So I'm going to fill in the 9 here and here. Now I need to think about what two numbers add up to make 9. And lucky for me, the fact triangle is showing me right here. 5 plus 4 equals 9. And I can do it the other way too. 4 plus 5 equals 9. And just to make sure my math is right, I'm going to check that. So I'm going to start with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that one works. And let's start with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that works too. So now for my takeaway problems, remember when I take stuff away, I need to start with the most possible because I'm about to lose some things. So I'm going to start with the biggest number, 9, over here on both of my takeaway problems. And if I want to know what number I'm taking away from 9, I'm going to choose for my fact triangle. Because remember, all these problems, the only numbers you can use are the ones that are up here in your fact triangle. So I'm going to start with my biggest number, 9, and I'll take away 5 first. Now I can look at my fact triangle and see that the only number I haven't used yet in this number model is 4. But I'm also going to check my math. So I'm going to start at 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, that works. So then my last problem, I'm going to do 9, and I'm going to take away 4. Now I know the answer should be 5 because that's the last number in my fact triangle, but I'm going to check it also. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yep, that works too. So here is my completed fact triangle. All right, here is the biggest challenge yet. So you'll see my fact triangle up there is missing something. So I have my biggest number at the top, 7. I have one of the smaller numbers, 5, but I'm missing a number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to set up my problem with the numbers I have so far and see if I can figure out what that missing number is. So I know that my 2 smaller numbers need to be added together to make that bigger number. So I'm going to put the 7 there because the number at the top with the dot is the biggest number, and that's going to be the answer to actually both of your addition problems. So then I have one of the numbers I need. I have the number 5. So this is the number I don't have. 5 plus something equals 7. So start thinking about if you have a strategy to solve this. I'm going to keep going and set up my other problems. So I know the 7 goes there. The 5's already gone first. So I'm going to try the 5 over here now. And I'll put my blank right there. Then for my takeaway problems, you need to start with the biggest number first. So I'm going to start with 7 on both of those problems. And then I'm going to take away one of my smaller numbers. So let's take away 5. And oh, this answer might be a little bit easier for us because we're used to having the blank we don't know at the end of the number model. So this just says 7 minus, or take away, 5 equals. So to solve this, I have a number line, and I like using the number line to solve takeaway problems. It helps me a lot. So I'm going to start at 7, and I'm going to hop back 5, because this is a takeaway problem. The numbers have to get smaller. So I'm going to start at 7 and hop back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that lands me at 2. So if 2 is my answer here, that means 2 is my mystery number in the other problems. Let's see if that makes sense. So 5 plus 2, is that 7? Yeah. 2 plus 5, is that 7? 7 minus 5, we just did that, and that equaled 2. So the last problem should be 7 minus 2 equals 5. And then don't forget to fill in that blank up there now that we know the mystery number is 2. So that is all for today. Make sure you go to Google Classroom and you find the worksheet for today and fill that out to get some extra practice with fact triangles. I'll see you guys soon.